Getachew Reda, former Tigray president, dropped some bombshells last night. Explosive interview by the former Tigray president. Part of his criticism is understandable, keeping in view that he was kicked out of Tigray, but some serious allegations he leveled too. So, what should happen now? Which part of his criticism is convincing? What should TPLF do? Is TPLF really under pressure now? Part 2 coming. Last night's interview was part 1, a part 2 coming. What did he say? 6 serious allegations leveled by Getachew against Tigray military and TPLF. I did a video last night. I told you about Getachew's talk about drones. He said during Tigray war, Tigray forces tried to buy drones, anti-drones from Israel to a far region, but the buyers were basically trying to scam. 1.5 million was allocated for this deal, which could not be completed. He criticized General Migbe, accused him of smuggling gold. These 2 points I mentioned in last night's video. Getachew raised some other points, 2 very important points, which should be investigated, I think. He criticized Migbe. He leveled allegations against another top general of the Tigray military. Brigadier General Haile Selassie, was called Vedi Ambayate. Getachew claimed that Vedi Ambayate robbed 1 billion bears from Cambodia. During Tigray war, we know that Tigray fighters took control of Dasi, Cambodia, South Wollo. And from Cambodia, they stole fuel to Cambodia. Had huge fuel reserves back then, I remember. Getachew claimed that banks in Cambodia had around 4 billion bears at that time. And Vedi Ambayate, Brigadier General Haile Selassie, robbed or stole 1 billion bear. His subordinates also robbed money. He talked about Reda Berhe, the new Makele mayor, appointed by TPLF, the Bretsin Group. He is member of TPLF's executive committee too, Reda Berhe. He claimed that Reda Berhe was in prison during war. And after the war, after the formation of interim government in Tigray, led by Getachew himself, Reda Berhe wanted to get close to him and he wanted to be auditor in Tigray, but Getachew says he appointed him to an advisory post. He was not sure about the financial integrity of Reda Berhe. Since Daber did not get posting of his choice, portfolio of his choice under Getachew, that is why he turned against Getachew and now he's Macalembe. Colonel Tivalde Mbabe is involved in human trafficking. Haile Lebanos is involved in stealing 300 million from Tigray and taking the money to the UK. He talked about alliance, importantly, alliance between TPLF and Eritrea, TPLF and Fano. He said over 70% of sexual violence in Tigray was committed by Eritrean forces. It was a weapon of war used by Eritrean military in Tigray against the women, the girls of Tigray, and with Eritrea now TPLF wants to make an alliance. The same Eritrean military which committed massacres and human rights abuses, especially sexual violence in Tigray. This is what TPLF has been saying too, by the way, that Eritrean military committed grave human rights abuses, including sexual violence in Tigray. But now TPLF is emerging as an ally of Eritrean military, Eritrean government. He talked about alliance between Fano and TPLF, that both are working and willing to work with each Part 1 released, Part 2 coming. Getachew knows a lot about the developments which happened during war, after war. He does have secrets, and he'll keep on spilling the beans, but will he be taken seriously or not? He will definitely damage TPLF's credibility. Already, he's damaging TPLF's credibility. He's damaging the credibility of Tigray channels to Tigray military too. Tigray channels, Tigray military will have to present themselves for accountability. Otherwise, if the credibility is damaged, in case of a future conflict, people won't rally behind them. This is what Getachew is trying to do. He's trying to trying to establish an alternative political party in Tigray. He's backing the formation of Tigray dissident armed fighters. And he wants to discredit TPLF and top tier of Tigray military. If he succeeds, TPLF and Tigray military won't be able to wage another war because people won't support them. There will be divisions in Tigray. You cannot force everyone in a region to go to war. If you lack public support, you cannot wage wars in a country, in a region. How convincing are Getachew's claims and allegations? Well, if Tigray military wanted to buy drones, nothing wrong with that. They were defending. Ethiopian military was also buying drones. So no one should criticize Tigray military for trying to buy drone during the war. During war. But the allegations of smuggling of gold, robbing of banks in Kambolcha by Vedi Ambayate, involvement in human trafficking, involvement in stealing 300 million birr and taking it to England. These allegations should be investigated. General Megbehele, General Vedi Ambayate should be investigated. Tigray military, TPLF, Tigray civil society, opposition parties, they can form committees to investigate the allegations being leveled by Getachew. Getachew worked in a top position in Tigray. He was the president of Tigray. He suspended 3 generals, Megbehele, Johannes, and Mashubijine. He knew what was happening around him, under him in Tigray. His allegations should be taken seriously, though much of what he said is not new, by the way. Migbe's involvement in gold smuggling, not new, hearing about it for months. Allegations against Haile Lebanos, not new, he's close to Manjurino. Allegations against Vadi Ambayate, new. What happened in Kambolcha, told by Getachew, it's new. TPLF's efforts to buy drones, new definitely. This is a new piece of information. TPLF Erate Alliance, not a secret now. We know much more than what Getachew said. TPLF Fano Alliance, I think it's too early to conclude that they have formed an alliance. Rumors there, half-baked information there, but we'll have to wait to see the outcome of their engagements. Engagements might have happened, but what about the actual formation of an alliance? Ethiopian military accused General Migbe a few weeks ago of orchestrating Operation Unity launched by Fano groups against Ethiopian military. We have been hearing similar allegations against Tigray generals, TPLF leaders. Getachew, I think, will damage TPLF and TDF more in coming days through such interviews. Thanks for watching.